Ladies and gentlemen, Happy New Year to you. Welcome back to the Fantastic Podcast. I'm so excited to step into 2025 with all of you. I'm here in the studio with my co-host, my brother from the start, Sabubu Elkun. Happy New Year, Sabubu.
Renz, Happy New Year. How are you?
Yeah. So I'm doing very well. Although as a fan, on a personal note, it's not going very well. But we are doing very well. Welcome back to the show. I hope you're doing good. I wish you the best of the year ahead. We are excited for the journey. We are excited for how far we have come. And of course, there's so much more to achieve and so far to go together. Sabubu.
Now, we're in 2025, right?
Straight ahead.
The league is getting very, very hot.
Hotter.
When I mean hot, it's fire. Brimstone in the Premiership. In fact, the Boxing Day fixtures brought out a lot of surprises and some...
No, there were no surprises, so Sabubu, there were no surprises.
Well, let's start with Chelsea.
Why would we start with Chelsea?
Chelsea versus Fulham was a surprise. I wasn't expecting Fulham to win. I said it to be a Chelsea win or draw.
But I told you that Chelsea, you cannot rely on them on Boxing Day.
Yes, they do not have a very good
record on Boxing Day.
And Fulham, being who they are,
they harmed us fully.
Big time.
Fully.
Because
it was a smash and grab though, but yes, Chelsea set themselves up for that failure.
The two goals came in quite late.
Yeah.
That was a game Chelsea should have won comfortably. But they allowed the game slip out of their hands. The Fulham, we know, you saw what they did to Arsenal at Craven Cottage.
Yeah.
You saw what they did to Liverpool at their backyard. So, I think it's a team that they tend to play very well when they're playing the big boys.
Yeah.
And I hope Chelsea has learned their lessons.
They didn't learn their lesson now. They still went further to receive another dropping from the hands of the low lives. But let's go ahead.
Then you saw what happened to Man City.
Man City drew Everton.
They drew Everton. And football, we both talk about this thing. Every moment counts.
Yeah.
If Haaland had scored that penalty,
indeed,
that game would have changed.
The trajectory would have changed.
It is what it is. Liverpool had an early scare against Leicester. They scored first and were dancing like Indians, thinking
they were in for an Indian New Year, but no.
And we saw what Liverpool are very good at doing.
Of course, the juggernaut rolls on.
They went at them with anger.
We'll talk about Liverpool later. Let's just go ahead to look at the results.
Then Arsenal had to scrape against Ipswich,
their results.
Then Bruno Fernandes does what he knows how to do best.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Please explain. For Man U fans, they say Bruno Fernandes, what does he do best? Apart from scoring and assisting now, because I don't understand. That's why I know that he knows how to do.
He's a fantastic red card collector. Third red card of the season for a captain that is supposed to propel a team.
And for a midfielder that is playing in advanced position, no, not like he's a DM or something.
His tackles are not like Italian defenders of the 90s.
You know, you were making a comment earlier during Ten Hag's crisis period.
Yeah.
You were saying something about Fernandes and his unreliability and why he should be one of the first people to be, to be offloaded from Manchester United.
Well, I don't think he should be offloaded. I think he should make the matchday squad sit on the bench and watch the ball, but he won't come into the pitch. If the coach is willing to do that for 1 month, you get the best from him.
But it's going to be hard. That guy is their best
because
player.
I can tell you for a fact that because he has no competition in that team, he always makes the first team. He's taking the team for granted. Big time.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mason Mount go need to mount because Mason Mount was brought into Manchester to, in some cases, be a double, to play in one of the positions of the 2-8s or to, give Fernandes a rest once in a while. But, his own injury crisis has also limited him from making an impact.
I just call that wasted talent.
Aye. There's still hope. He's young. He's young.
See,
there's still hope.
If there's anything I dread Chelsea for is if they sell you and people will say, why are they selling you off? And there's something people are not seeing.
No. I think, most times it's
He
not.
ha- he
It's
has-
about the money.
He has not
It was
performed.
just about the money.
Since he
Because
got-
if it were injury, James would have been sold also. He's still struggling for fitness.
Well, James is more of in quotes, is an icon there from, you understand?
Well, we look into that. But
Then-
generally, like you said, the Boxing Days
we
fixtures.
saw that Tottenham were hammed again at the Forest.
No. I told you that those Foresters, they say nothing fit harm Tottenham.
But the
Yeah.
Forest guys are there.
Forest guys don't do them.
See-
I think Nottingham Forest are just slowly going about their business. You know,
They are
they don't get the respect the
they
big
are
boys get.
punching above their
Yeah,
weight
they
for
don't
now.
get the respect the big boys get. You know, the likes of the Chelseas, the Tottenhams, the Arsenals, the Man U. You know, those mid-table teams, those relegation battlers, they come out to attack Forest like they would any other team.
See, Everton were doing a favor to all the big teams, but you saw what Nottingham Forest did to them.
Hmm.
You understand?
Straight.
After they beat Tottenham, they went to Goodison Park and they
Straight up.
punctured the balloon there.
Straight. So
But you know, Renz, I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
That Wolves versus Manchester United match.
yeah,
I watched that match and it was from one end to another end. It was balanced. Even with the red card, United were still playing. But because they were chasing the game, they were hitting them on counter
they
attacks.
were vulnerable.
Now, I don't know what Amorim is thinking about, but he needs to stop that rot as fast as possible.
Yeah.
United have money. Firing him will not take anything away from them. They will just pay the compensation.
No, I think the Ineos man Radcliffe has shown that he's not averse to firing you after hiring you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think what should be on the mind of Amorim is number one, get some important pieces
Okay.
of your, on the chessboard of your gameplay. Some players that you know you need to really play the football that you want to play in January. There might be 2, there might be 3. And players can be that transformative. We remember when Fernandes came in from Lisbon a few years ago in the January window.
Yeah,
He was that transformative.
He was the one that transformed the team at that time.
There have been some other signings of that nature. I think Suarez was also a January signing, if
For
I'm not
Liverpool back then.
mistaken. So there are some signings that could come in at that point of the season and make a difference. And I think he should be scouring the market now,
But
looking for
what
such
kind
players.
of players do you think
Now,
are available?
about the availability, I'm not sure.
Because you have to pay a premium for January
Yeah,
transfer.
I'll have to call Fabrizio, my guy, to give me some information I don't have. Because right now, to be honest, Man U are not really making any... there's no news about Man U making moves in the market. They have been linked with Giovanni Coenda. They have been linked with Randall Colomwani and, of course, Gyökeres from Sporting Lisbon. The Coenda is also a Sporting Lisbon player. But generally, there has been no news about, players. Of course, there's news about exits because it's likely that Casemiro might end up in Saudi this window.
You've seen with Rashford.
Yes, Rashford also. So there have been news of exits, but replacement for those players, there has not really been any. But I think it will surely be on the mind of Amorim to get some players through the door.
Well, for Italy, we saw after a while, Atlanta faltered.
Yeah, I won't say faltered per se. You can't win all your games.
Yeah, we know.
But it wasn't a loss,
It
which
was a
be
draw,
positive
but
for them.
you know, the people chasing you
Yeah,
would not back down. The Napolis of this world and the Inters of this world, because Napoli won 1-0 to Venezia. Inter, they're high scoring team. They beat Cagliari 3-0, and
Juve drew with Fiorentina 2-2.
in fact,
And
Juventus.
AC Milan also drew.
We don't even know the kind of Juventus that they're seeing again.
Juve are in transition. They are rebuilding, so we might not see the best of them. Although the table is still very close. Atalanta are first
41
with 41
one.
points after 18 games.
Yeah.
Napoli are second, same points. Behind them on goal difference. Inter are third, but they have played 17 games
Okay.
and they are on 40 points.
Okay.
So if they could pick up full points from their outstanding game, they might leapfrog Atlanta into first place.
Okay.
So it's still very close. And fourth to sixth position, Lazio, Fiorentina, Juve. Fiorentina also has a game in hand. They are 32 points. So they could also jump back into the top four if they win
other
their
games go their
way. So generally, it's a very close call. And I think the Serie A is one that is going to provide excitement.
After the Premiership,
Yeah.
another team, and that's league that is on the edge is Italian Serie A.
So it's going to even the La Liga actually.
La Liga is
going
there.
to but the competition is not really that
Like
high.
that,
It's
yeah.
just the three big boys.
Then the matches on Sunday, we saw City winning for the first time away in a very long time.
Yeah.
They beat Leicester City.
What are you talking about away? They were winning for the first time in a long time. It's not about home or away. Congratulations, Man City fans. I cannot say this. Man City's trajectory has been a gradual incline.
Yeah.
I mean, they drew to Everton, which was a banana peel fixture. So you would say, they are moving, and then they won against Leicester. These are games they should win, but then, you cannot really trust them.
We saw Everton after all the good they did at the Emirates, Etihad, and Goodison Park.
And Stamford Bridge and anywhere.
They now punctured their balloon. No,
like I said, these teams don't give Nottingham Forest the respect they deserve, and they get punished for it.
Then Tottenham drew at home to Wolves. Then West Ham thought they were going to harm Liverpool. Instead, Liverpool hammered them.
Wow. I mean,
5 goals.
Like I was saying earlier, we are going to have to talk about Liverpool.
I call it. It was a masterclass of attacking football.
Come on. I mean, if Demola was here, he would tell us.
Liverpool told West Ham, bring it on.
My boys. Yeah. They finished.
No, it's the honor of Liverpool.
Yeah.
Please don't forget.
I mean, that was an amazing performance, and take nothing away from. Bro, we were talking about Mo Salah a few weeks ago. Salah is playing in Messi mode. He's playing like...
He's scoring goals for fun, and as it is, he has gone double digits
in goals and assists.
So,
leading the Premiership in goals and in assists.
And I'm saying it here, Ademola Lookman would have to up his game.
If he wants to keep his crown
he needs to retain
as
that
the king of African
because
football.
Salah is back.
Let's be honest. If you're looking at Salah now, you are not even thinking about the crown of African football. You're talking of the crown of world football. He's at that level now.
Yeah, we know that.
But Liverpool would have to, get 1 or 2 medals. And, I mean, medals come with trophies. No, not medals. 1 or 2 trophies to go with his form in order to give him the right platform to contest for the necessary honors.
Then the matches on Monday. There's something wrong with Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. There's something wrong with them.
Something's wrong with Aston Villa. They drew at home
to Brighton.
Then the supposed Blues of London, they lost to the Blues of Ipswich Town. Then the landlords of St. James's Park came to Old Trafford.
The theatre of dreams
and they blew it off.
Awoke to a nightmare.
And they bombed the place.
Now, see my shirt. Fantastic podcast. So this we go podcast this matter. You see, I've made some comments, and I know Chelsea fans don't like it, but Chelsea have always overrated themselves, and it's showing now. By overrating themselves, they are playing with a certain level of arrogance. They think we are going to score when we like. Do you understand? Against Everton, it was evident they drew the match. Against Fulham, it was evident they were thinking we are ahead. They couldn't kill the game. And then they lost it at the death. And then against Ipswich, that one was a sorry sight to behold. I mean, Maresca has to shoulder some of the blame because you have to motivate your players to come out in full force.
But he said so.
Yeah.
He said, I like coaches when they give statistics. You see, the top coaches are just, I call them gangsters. The press conference said, we've won so amount of matches, then we have lost two straight matches based on fatigue and, And in my mind, I said,
Chelsea had 1 day extra rest over Ipswich.
Do you realize that these teams that plays Premiership don't even play in Europe? They practically play 1 match per week.
No, but I mean, fatigue is not an excuse. And like I said, Maresca has to shoulder some of the blame. Why am I saying this? Now, the setup he used against, let's say Ipswich, for instance, he brought in Disasi.
Okay.
You are prioritizing defensive balance over attacking. That's Gusto is always inverting and is providing an outlet up front. He now brought in Disasi, and Disasi produced a disaster. Yes, a disaster class from Disasi. I mean, now you're playing Ipswich, a team that has won about 2 games all season, has not won any match at home. And they beat you.
As smaller teams come, they beat them comfortably and walk away.
Maresca,
the good thing,
they tell us.
That match was a wake-up call for Chelsea.
Even Fulham, even against Fulham, it was the same thing. Some things are not working and he's not making changes. But like you said, Chelsea are overachieving right now and he has bought himself some credit. So we hope he figures it out. But talking about Manchester, I said they have to dip into the market. But Sabubu, Man U, I don't know. I can't even banter them again, sir, because they are not too much.
Let's go for a break. When we come back, we'll talk about United.
We stand, but I don't fall.
We stand, we scatter together.
We are coming back.
This is a very splendid New Year edition.
Yeah.
And the red half of London will start the New Year in England.
Today, yeah.
That's today. But apparently they are playing their own last match of the week.
Yeah.
Arsenal is taking on Brentford at the Community Stadium.
That's a London derby.
And what do you think will come out of that match?
I think Brentford are in good form.
They are fast goal scorers.
And yeah, they always come out of the blocks. So it's going to be an exciting game. I'll go with both sides to score.
I think whoever the way that match is, whoever controls the match will have an edge.
No, I would still predict Arsenal to control the game, but there's an aura of unpredictability around Brentford.
Yes.
So they might spring a surprise and they might
I've noticed
just
that
bend over.
they are not scared to play in any stadium presently.
No, at all.
They come out, even if they lose, most of the matches they've lost, they score first.
Yeah.
That's the irony about it. Then the Super Cup in Italy. See, who they catch Italian football?
No, they need to make money.
Because right now, the Super Cup normally is supposed to be the winner of
the Coppa
Italia and Serie A. But because of the influx of Arab money, they now have a semi-final system and a final system. And the matches will be played outside Italy. The first match is Inter versus Atlanta. Then the second match is
Juventus
versus AC Milan.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how Juventus and AC Milan got into this battle.
Well, I don't know. But let's just say based on their pedigree as the traditional powerhouses of Italian football. Talking about AC Milan, by the way, Sabubu, did you hear AC Milan coach confess that they have probably sacked him? They have just not announced it.
Well,
so Paulo Fonseca was saying
he knows better than us. Maybe someone in the club might have told him.
No, see, let me quote him verbatim. Yes, I left Milan. That's life. That's how it is. I have a clear conscience. I did everything
that means he has been fired.
But they never announce him, say they don't sack him. So, Paulo Fonseca, this is the first time the coach is sacking himself in a press conference. But it's a new year and there are a lot of surprises lined up. So, we don't know how it's going to be, but we'll start with this one. Maybe coach go to sack themselves, player go to sell themselves.
Then we have a rescheduled match in
La Liga, right?
Valencia versus Real Madrid.
Well, Real Madrid have picked form. They are hitting the high notes and they are coasting. So I think they are going to get the job done over Valencia.
Then we are back on Saturday with the Premiership.
Yeah.
Full-blown matches. Tottenham will host Newcastle.
Yeah.
I don't trust Tottenham in that match.
At all. Newcastle are playing solidly. Their
Very
defense is watertight. So I'll just say there'll probably be more than 2 goals in that
I
fixture.
say both sides to score.
Yeah.
But I can't really say who would win the match. Aston Villa versus Leicester.
Aston Villa versus Leicester. Aston Villa to pick up the win.
Bournemouth versus Everton. Everton will go back to their status quo of defending as usual.
Yeah. But I think it's either a Bournemouth win or draw.
Okay. Man City versus West Ham. Are they going to harm them?
They will harm West Ham. I think Man City are recovering nicely. So this is a nice fixture to pick up some rhythm for them.
Southampton versus Brentford.
Brentford is going to pick up 3
You
points.
serious?
Yeah.
Away.
Yes.
Then the last match of the day is Brighton versus Arsenal.
Brighton versus Arsenal.
Brighton at home.
Brighton versus Arsenal. Is Brighton? I don't know.
But
Brighton versus-
before that match, I skipped one match.
Which is
Crystal
that?
Palace versus Chelsea.
Even me, my heart skip. You skip the match, my heart follow skip. Well, Chelsea, I come on for now matter.
Because that Crystal Palace, their stadium is very funny, very narrow. They need just 3 touches to get to your net.
To be honest, Everton laid down a blueprint for frustrating Chelsea. Play in a low block, be compact,
And
defend your
and
goalpost,
counter-attack.
and then just wait for the second half. Come out and attack them.
Yeah, you're
Crystal
right.
Palace and Oliver Glasner will be looking to
Capitalize
capitalize
on
on
that.
that format. And if Chelsea do
That's the-
not get more
that's the way-
clinical than they are now,
that's the way
that's what Fulham did. That's what Ipswich
That's what
did.
the same Crystal Palace did against Man City.
So you see, it just might. So Chelsea have to be very careful that their season does not start.
And
crumbling.
this guy, if there's anything about Crystal Palace I tend to dread is that Mateta. He's a bully.
Mateta. And yes, so
He's a
Chelsea
bully.
defenders are just, I don't know, they
He's
are
a
scared
bully.
these days. Against Everton, they were scared. Fulham, they were scared of Jimenez. Against Ipswich, Adarabio was just dancing Atlanta. You know that one, they will turn back like this and be doing like this. And that's how the boy was just driving. 21-year-old striker, 27-year-old man. They were driving him up and down like Molwe, like Keke. It's okay.
Then Sunday fixtures.
Chelsea, I wish you people good luck.
Sunday fixtures. We have Fulham versus Ipswich Town.
Fulham versus Ipswich. There will be goals. Both teams
It
to score.
will be
but-
classic because the match will be fast.
Yeah, both teams to score.
Then the last fixture for that day, which I feel very, very... I'm scared.
Why are you looking like you're announcing obituary? I
Yeah,
don't understand.
It's more like an obituary because it's Liverpool versus
You
Manchester
get it?
United.
Now, that's one of the games that brings out the best in Manchester United. So I don't think we should be feeling like Man U are going
Excuse me, Uncle.
Yes.
It's Liverpool.
So why did they make Manchester United fans their Liverpool? Because they play Liverpool? No. Man U has pride and dignity. They will come out against Liverpool.
Their liver has
They are full already. Oh my God. They are going to come out and they are going to defend the honor and the badge of Manchester United. I believe them. I know they will give Liverpool a run for their money. We just might see Liverpool lose a game after some time.
I believe they would defend the badge and the JC in the training pitch. Not at the field.
What, Sabubu, this is not right. They will defend the badge, but they will not succeed.
At Carrington.
Okay, well, I know for sure that it's going to be a mountain to climb for Manchester United. I don't think they can pick the win.
The truth of the matter
But
is...
I see a draw in that match.
No, well,
funny enough.
Me, I don't see a draw. I see a Liverpool win, but I don't know how many goals.
The way you are saying it, you are saying like the goal might be very plenty, so you can't count. Maybe
Because at home, they are disastrous. Is it at Anfield?
Away, disastrous.
Than Anfield of all places.
I think Man, you really need to, talking about their form. I think it's high time they dip into the market and reshuffle their squad. They need to sort out this whole Rashford, Bruhaha. Yes, their last game, the fans booed Joshua Zirkzee and he was in tears on the bench.
He was taken out in the first half.
Yes, but notwithstanding, the manager said it was a tactical decision. But then, these things...
Tactical, did he change anything?
No, he didn't. So, do you understand?
The only thing he did was they didn't concede again.
I want to say something that Man U fans might not like. But one thing I've noticed with young coaches coming into clubs is they want to exert their authority by scapegoating. It's not just young coaches. Let me not say young coaches. Most, genius coaches,
Call
those
them,
ones that are labeled
in
geniuses, you
quote,
understand?
call them continental coaches.
Yeah, continental coaches. They like to come and scapegoat somebody. Mourinho came to Chelsea for his second spell, scapegoated Juan Mata. Guardiola came, scapegoated Yaya Toure, Aguero, and Joe Hart. And all the same, they just come in and they say, oh, this one does not fit. Conte went into Tottenham and he did his own, set of players. This guy has come into Manchester United, and I know Rashford has been low on confidence and he has not been really performing at a high level. But scapegoating one of United's most talented players is not going to help. And now United just made a signing, an investment of almost 36 million or about on Joshua Zirkzee. You hooked him in the first half. You are breaking his confidence. This player was in tears on the bench. How are you going to help bring out the best in him? You're going to go to the board now in January and say you need more signings. You were brought in to maximize the potential of the players that are available. So these are some of the things they need to work on. You go read for them, but it's not my problem. I'll be here on podcast to banter anybody, whether home or away, that collects. So that one is there. And also, the future of all these their stars that are playing like they are not interested in playing again. Casemiro, Eriksen, they need to know what they are doing and be guided.
They came to collect pension in United.
Straight up. And they are collecting it.
So Serie A, we have a very tough match in Serie A. That's the AS Roma versus Lazio. It's a Rome derby. The last match.
The Eternal City will witness two rivals coming together. It's going to be an amazing fixture because both teams are on the ascendancy. So let's see what will come out. I predict both sides to score.
Okay.
So I don't know. I've just been going safe these days. Both sides to score. Maybe nobody will score.
Another, I think there's a Super Cup match in France on Sunday. PSG versus AS Monaco.
Well, we know what happens in France. Nothing happens
start
there.
In France.
Everybody collects. Everybody just collect from PSG. PSG are now like Santa Claus.
We should be back by next week to talk about these fixtures, which I think is on Monday.
Of course.
Wolves will take on Nottingham Forest, and Deportivo Minara will take on Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey.
No wahala. Minara will collect like Minera from Real Madrid. But until then, talking about the new year is January 1st. The transfer window has officially opened. So a lot of clubs are speculating on moves. Managers are going to be transferred. Like one don't sack himself now for AC Milan.
Another one, they use them pathways, but we knew he was
Which
fired.
Which pathways na chemistry?
We know the person. The British Maradona.
When Rooney and Plymouth parted ways. See, to coach, you don't be to the ply with mouth. When Rooney has got, I always say this thing, black coaches are marginalized. I know it's a digression from what we are saying. Ashley Cole has not gotten any serious job.
So Campbell
has not gotten any serious job.
This guy,
Nico, Makalele, the likes.
This other guy, the Dutch striker, Jimmy Flo
Hasselbank. They are not getting jobs. Rooney has, with his disastrous CV, Gary Neville, with his... He got jobs. Phil Neville is getting jobs. Ashley Cole is there doing assistant manager. Let's not talk about it.
I think Rooney...
They have parted ways.
Rooney needs to coach United. To bring out the best in him.
In Rashford, maybe, since he was a striker.
He needs to...
Legend to future legend. My God. When Rooney, when they tell him for social media, say, me go submit in UEFA coaching license. He should submit his license. He's not meant for coaching. When Rooney, I wish you the best. Take heart. My brother, you need to go learn work. Not be to just come out based on say you be sabi ball. It's not like that. Please.
Well, we thank you for this episode. We thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscribers, and the followers on Facebook.
Yeah, we just hit 2K, by the way. It might not be much, but it's a milestone. Now we appreciate it. We are 2K followers. Yeah, so congratulations, Sabubu. Our podcast is growing. This year, 2025, before we finish it, we want to be over 200K. So we don't know how we go do them. maybe you now every day you go to give us one follower. So we'll move. So, but like I was saying, we appreciate the growth that we have achieved. It is indeed encouraging to us that you are out there supporting us. So please help us to do more, help us to reach you more, help us to reach more people with the vibes that we bring on the show. And it's going to be an amazing year. We are planning to, expand the format, bring in many more exciting content for you, and of course, incorporate you more into our show. So expect a lot of goodies from the Fantastics crew in 2025. I'm excited for the journey. I don't know about you. Sabubu.
Well, thanks for all. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah. And once again, Happy New Year.
2025.